Pero what if kaya, instead of traveling at 100 kilometers per hour, since napakabilis ng takbo ng 100 kilometers per hour, what if and only if the driver only travels at the speed limit? Okay, for example, meron tayong speed limit na 40 sa Davao City, 40 kilometers per hour or 30 kilometers per hour. Let us say 40 kilometers per hour. Convert natin yan into meters per second, standard. That is, just divide 40,000 divided by 3,600. That's 11 meters per second. So let's assume, what if kaya yung driver na yan nag-travel lang siya at the speed limit? So calculate natin yung force. Force is equal to negative, mass is 75 kilograms. Final velocity, initial velocity rather. Speed limit 11 meters per second divided by the time, which is 0.010 seconds. And how much force will be felt by the driver or by the passenger?
Negative
82,500. Okay, 82,500 newtons. Nakuha yung kaibahan ng force? Yung force sana na ma-experience lang ng passenger is negative 82,500 newton if and only if travels at the speed limit, which is less than the minimum force that can cause fracture. So sana, kaunti lang yung damage if and only if it travels at the speed limit. That is why meron tayong speed limit. Nako ha? That is why meron tayong speed limit. Hindi lang yan siya for the sake of the law. Kasi sometimes ang ginagawa, pati ako, speed limit. Hello, hinahinay lang ta kay madakpan ta sa LTO. So ang motivation is madakpan sa LTO. Speed limit from the perspective of physics, it will be safer. Diba? Dili na char-char ng mga balaod, ha? Clear? So if and only if that person travels at the speed limit of 40 kilometers per hour or 30 kilometers per hour sa downtown. And the keyword in here is that this passenger is not wearing seatbelt. Do you follow? Hindi siya gumamit ng seatbelt. Tingnan mo, not wearing seatbelt. What if gumamit siya ng seatbelt? Okay, what if gumamit siya ng seatbelt? According to the crash test or mga experiments, when we are using seatbelt, the duration of impact will be 0.15 seconds. So, di ba? At least na gamay 0.15 seconds. Remember na without seatbelt, that the duration of impact is 0.010 seconds. That's the duration of impact without seatbelt. Kapag gagamit tayo ng seatbelt, magiging 0.15 seconds na siya. So, mayroong difference. Ano yung difference ng time? The difference is 0.14 seconds. Gamay ra kayo, less than 1 second lang yung difference. Ano man na, sir? Less than 1 second lang a difference. So let us try to calculate. So again, when we are using seatbelt, time will be 0.15 seconds. Without seatbelt, 0.010 seconds. Ito yung result sa crash test. Remember, na without using seatbelt, ano yung force na ma-experience niya? Yung magnitude lang ha, magnitude. 210,000 newtons. Yan yung force na ma-experience niya without the use of seatbelt. So again, what if gumamit sana siya ng seatbelt? So let us try to calculate. Force is equal to mvf minus mvi over time. So alam na natin that final velocity is 0, so this can be disregarded. So that is negative 75 kilograms The same pa rin yung given kanina. And then the speed is 28. 28 ba to? Ito na, 28. 28 meters per second. And then the time of the duration of impact is now 0.15 seconds with the use of seatbelt. Kasi nga, ang seatbelt, it allows, it gives time. Okay, what will be the force?
14,000 ay negative 14,000, sir.
Negative 14,000 newtons. Ano yung napansin mo, Eugene?
Nagbaba, sir.
Nagbaba ng pila lang ka-thousand? Gamay lang ba or dako kayo ang difference?
Ako, sir.
Dako kayo difference, no?
Ay.
See?
Oo.
Okay, thank you, Eugene. So without the use of seatbelt, the force experienced by that passenger is 210,000 Newton. That's the magnitude. 210,000 Newton, which is way greater than 90,000 Newton, which can cause injury. Do you follow? However, if sana gumamit siya ng seatbelt, the force will be 14,000 Newton, which is way less than 90,000 Newton. Do you follow? So very small amount of time, am I making sense? A very small amount of time can save a lot of lives. Muna ang tinood nga saved by the bell. Nakuha? So we can say that time is really precious. Bakit? Napakaliit lang yan na difference, ha? Napakaliit na difference. That is just less than a second lang. Blink of an eye. It is only a blink of an eye. And yet the difference in force is very big. It's very huge difference in the force. Imagine from 210,000 without seatbelt, naging 14,000 with the use of seatbelt. That is how important seatbelts are. Di lang na siya para sa law, ha? Ala, itawad ng seatbelt kay na LTO. No. Itawad ng seatbelt because that is the safest and safest way. If and only if that person is using a seatbelt. So how can we be safe during kapag nagmamaneho tayo? First, travel at a lower speed. Okay, travel at a lower speed. That is why meron tayong speed limit. Second, always wear a seatbelt. Naku, imagine no? From 210,000 naging 14,000. What's the difference? Almost 100,000. 196,000 newtons yung difference. That is just using the seatbelt. That is just, the difference is just less than 1 second. Pila naman ang time nga gamitan natin para magtawad sa seatbelt. That's how important seatbelts are. It's not only for the law, but physics tells us that seatbelts makes our driving safer. Of course, we do not hope na magkaroon ng collisions. Ang kisa may mag-hope, but precautions. That is also the same situation sa airbags. That is why mayroong mga airbags ang car so that during collision, the force will be spread out. Okay, it gives us more time. Remember, pag sinabi ko na more time to stop, hindi ibig sabihin na 5 seconds or ilang seconds yan. Even a short amount of time na difference creates or can save our lives. That is also the explanation kung bakit required my helmet kapag motorcycle. Why? To protect our head, to give more time para mag-stop yung head. Hindi abrupt yung pagka-stop ng head. Dili pwede nga mag-helmet ta kay basig madakpan ta. Helmet kay that's the safe way, safer and safest. Of course, travel at a lower speed.